I am in
Where am I?
Massachusetts. So oh,
Nice.
me.
No, I
Oh,
mean, like,
fit my
where are you on
avatar.
the map?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
don't
a
know where I
potato.
am.
You're
I'm a
hard
potato. Yeah, I'm
to
hard to
see.
see.
You're hard to see.
That is for streaming
Okay, perfect.
purposes. Try to blend in.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Maybe I
hello
should be an avatar then.
everybody. We are
Yeah, hey.
here. This is we're here with Fugo. This is hopefully going to be a new series we do. We'll try our best to do it every week, but we are inspired by Stroke Limit's post that he did with Cersei Easy the other week, and so we're gonna try to just do a walkthrough with a pro player and just get everybody a little bit prepared for tournament play and some safe shots, risky shots, risk first reward. So just something to help people practice. So we are kicking it off with
Nice.
Fugo, who is definitely a pro. So he is going to
Eh,
help
I,
us.
I come. I have my days. I have my days. I do know the shots.
He knows the shots. That's what
That
matters for this.
now, if I can execute them or not is a totally different question, but we'll do our best.
All right. Well, we can kick it off. So this week's courses are going to be Tethys Easy and Around the World Hard. And I definitely need help on Around the World. That is probably my worst course. So I am
I
especially
think we all
excited.
do. It's a difficult course, and there are ways and strategies to play it for stroke play that I'll go over during our tutorial. But it's a beautiful course, and it has fireworks, and
Yes, it does.
I'm excited to play. I'm excited to play it.
All right. Let me hold on. My mannequin head is drifting a little bit. Let me just fix that.
No, no.
All right.
All right.
All right. Nope, it's still doing it. I'm going to black out here for a second, I think, on the screen. Yep.
Yay.
And I should be back. Okay. All right. And we'll pop into Tethys Easy, and then we will kind of look at the stats on that course. So,
All righty.
practice. All right.
All righty.
So let me pull up the
All
stats
right.
here. So we have our Teddy's leaderboard. Do you know us off the top of your head, Fugar? Do you want me to run through just the top 5 here?
Sure. No. The Tethys leaderboard, it ranges from 28 under to 30 under. You can see some of the winning scores for different weeks that it was played. The last time this was played was quite a while ago, but it's been played 14 times, or will be played 14 times at the end of this week. And there's quite a database of different things. I think a range of 28 to 30 is a very, very good score. Anything in that range you can expect to be somewhere near the podium as long as you can execute the next course. So I think a healthy goal would be anything 25 and under is a decent score, and something that you can still achieve a podium on if you achieve that score during this round.
Nice. And then we have
Some
2
of the things that
unicorns
are
on this course.
interesting.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so we've got what, hole number 3 and hole number 7? Are those the 2
Yes.
unicorns in
Yep.
this? So hole number 3, I'll show a couple of strategies if someone wants to go for the unicorn. There's actually a way to make the shot. It's difficult, but it can be done. There's actually 2 ways it could possibly go in. I'll show you that. Hole number 7 is difficult, and I think it's quite lucky if you're able to make it, but there are some strategies. There's some different funnels to go down to try to achieve a unicorn on that, and then there are effective strategies just to get the 2 on the hole. And as I always say, never look a gift eagle in the mouth. So not sure you want to go for it on 7, but with 8 coming up right after it, which is kind of a go for it hole, and we'll talk about that too. One thing I like about this course is it's an old school course. I think it was the 7th course released. It came out in, I think, March of 2021. So
Yep.
the game was only 6 months old when this came out. So keep in mind that when going through this course, that it's somewhat old school, has old school lines and some of the old school challenges that aren't really featured in DLC courses anymore. So I really like this course. It's a really good starter course for people who've never played the game before. It's fair. It's not really glitchy in any way, and there's no bells or whistles. It's just straight up golf. So we'll go through it if you're ready.
Yeah, and I guess, just as a general kind of overview of this, the, banks act different on each course. So what are the walls like on Teddy's? Are they more forgiving? Are they just
The,
really
These would
bouncy?
remind you of plastic. They're actually a bit forgiving, but they feel like plastic. Imagine hitting the ball up against maybe, a PVC pipe would be a square PVC pipe would be very similar to what we're experiencing here. They don't feel like metal. The rails between this course, Teddy's, and around the world are quite diverse. They are nowhere near similar. These are a lot more dead than the rails on around the world, so be wary of that. Your rail play or your bank play will be very much utilized here. You'll have to be able to switch back and forth quickly.
Awesome. All right.
I think the only other thing I would say is that if you look at the scale of difficulty on this course, as I think I have a slide for that, but it sits somewhere in the middle plateau of courses. And ironically, around the world, although people would consider it one of our harder courses if asked, I think if we were polled, I think around the world hard would come up difficult. But if you look at that difficulty index, it's not much more difficult than this course. So it's important to take both these courses very seriously.
All right.
So in the sake of time, we can go to hole 1 and I can show everyone what I'm only going to go over basically the majority line, and then I'll go over some of the kind of maybe not popular lines, but ones that people also utilize. So without further ado, we'll get into hole 1 if you're ready.
I am ready.
Hole 1 line is about half a ball off of this rail on the left-hand side. I'll try to demonstrate it. We'll see how many it takes for me to make it if I don't get it on the first couple. It's a single bank off the left-hand wall. You just kind of go like that, and it gets close to the hole. The closer you get to this rail, the more chance and the further out wide it kicks. So you need to be about a half of a ball off of it. That's close. See how it's pushing it a little right? So you go
Fugo, I'm
left.
Gonna stop you there. Jen, if you're listening, I think we might need you to join. This is looking a little glitchy on my end, at least. That shot looked good, but.
You can see how it drifts right after the bank. It's all about weight. The line's not really super important. As long as you're just close to the rail, you can get it to drop. It's a little too close to the rail. You can see it pushes it wide. So you've got to be about a ball. That's too hot. Dead weight to the hole will get it in the hole. Dead weight to the hole. You're just thinking about getting it there. That's too hot. Some alternate lines for hole 1 while we keep going. You can double bank it. Make sure you don't mess it up. Right next to that. You can come through. You can come here. And try to double bank it. That can sometimes work.
Nice.
Come off the back there. You can come off the back. And you can do that. There we go. There's an alternate line. Are we still rolling or are we waiting?
We are rolling. Yeah, we're waiting on Jen. It was a little.
All right.
It gets a little glitchy with 2 people sometimes.
It does. Yeah, with our super setup, we have to have 3 people in to stabilize it. So yeah, that'll fix it. It's a weird fix, but hey, I'm happy to be here to watch. So
that's the shot right there.
There it is.
So just about a ball off the left. You can see it's a ball off the left. Too close, you'll push it wide. Too far out, you'll pull it left. want to be right there. So we spent enough time on that one. Let's go to number 2. I love the hole-in-one line on this. It's a bank off the left rail here. You can always do the safety. You want to push it out as far right as you can so you can get a good line. Whoops. Don't do that. Put it in the middle, and you've got a line to make that putt. And that's a safe layup, but it's still like a 6 or 7 foot putt. I like it, but you could end up doing that. So for those willing to risk something on hole 2, let's see here if I can actually pull this off. And it hits there, and then it'll go back. Come on, come on, come on.
Nice.
And there
Oh,
it
very
is.
nice.
Beautiful.
So it's just a kiss off there, not too hard, or you'll trap yourself out. This is your hole-in-one line for hole number 2. If you look at the line that it hits right after this light. Does a little banky bank. Only took me 2 tries, so that's not too difficult. I think that's possible, and I think that's good. Remember, you can also, there is a variant that's very difficult. If you hammer it right there, it goes right at the hole
Hey.
and almost goes into. So those are different variants of that. I like to get to hole 3, though, because hole 3 is a unicorn. A unicorn is a hole that's never been hole-in-one before in competitive play, and if you get it, you get a unicorn badge next to your name in the statistics. There's a couple ways to hit this ball for strategy. Your first most standard way is to burn it to the right edge of this barrier, not too hard as to create it to lose its line, but if you hit it at a nice steady pace, you'll get it right over there. And if you hit it just perfect, just a little outside, but hard, you can actually get it close.
Wow.
But it's hard to make it. So if you want to go unicorn, you got to come off this little middle energy generator thing. So the best line to do this and to try to make it is right above this danger stripe here on the bottom part of the energy stripe, and I'll try to execute it. I don't know if I'll make this at all, but I'll give you an idea of what we're talking about. Boom, and then it comes over there, and you've got a chance to make it. It's difficult. Not advised, but it gives it some anarchy and a way to get over there. I like that one. That was tracking.
So does it say, it looks like you keep getting over there, and it looks
That's
like, so as long
tracking.
as you safely hit it over this yellow one.
Yeah, it's that one right there, and you can get it in. It's a pace shot. It's a pace shot more than a line shot. If you hit it too low, it's not going to go. If you hit it too shallow, it's not. But I'm getting over there basically every time, as long as I almost got it. So that was a very good example of how. Let's see here if I can get it. Let's see, there you go. You hit it too low, you get too greedy. There you go. There's one that kicked up towards the hole. You can come off that, and if you hit it just right, it'll get to the hole. But you can really mess this up by trying to hit it too hard. Then you end up way over there, and that's not optimal, but right over that way. So I think that's the best way to try, but you can also try things over here too. I'm going to hit this left-handed so I can see what I'm doing. Not everybody can hit left-handed, but I can, so we're going to try it. And you just do that. You can hit it off that rail. It can come off the back there, but it's a lot more pace variable, and it tends to kick you over into this area. There was one that made it over. But see, it's a little ornery. It doesn't go as much,
like a safe
but
shot.
You could play with it. It's not. So the best shots are to burn it right there, and to burn it like right there.
Shout out to Maximus in the chat. So he says he wants to know, how hard do you have to hit it off the beam out of 10?
Off the beam, I played 100%, so I would say a 3. I'm just trying to kind of chuck it over there. I want it to hit right above the little orange thing. I want it to hit See, that's 2. I just want it to hit basically right there, right above that area, right above it. See, if you hit it below it, it's not going to work. You hit to the left, it's not going to work. You hit it too low, not going to work, but that works. Right above it. Too low, that works. As long as you get it above that,
Nice.
you're going to be okay.
When
But see, none
Fugo,
of
when
those
you're
went in. I got close a couple times, but I think it's fairly safe to go for. I do think it's fairly safe to go for. And if you can hit it right in the right spot, and it'll hit right here and shoot right at the hole. But you got to get it perfect. And so it's unlikely, which is why in 14 times it's never been done. But I think it might be happen this time. I'm hopeful it will.
could you advise each hole what you recommend for like a beginner versus expert?
Yeah.
If you know,
So yes,
say,
absolutely. A
beginner
beginner
go
should
here.
hit this shot. The beginner shot is to the right of this barrier right in front of you. You just burn it up the side. You hit it at a nice gentle pace, and you got a 1 foot tap in. Now that won't go in most of the time because this barrier prevents it from actually seeing the hole. It's very difficult. I've never actually seen it go in that way, but I've heard it has. But you're looking at this barrier and you're looking at the light on the back rail behind it, and you're trying to burn it and just kind of hit that light. Doesn't have to be that hard. You don't want to hit it. If you overhit this, here's what happens. You overhit it. Well, I didn't overhit it, but let's just try to overhit it. Can't overhit it, I guess. That almost
Too good.
did. If you hit it to the right, if you go too far right, you're going to do that. You're going to end up in some weird places. Still gives you a line most of the time. But you really want to just barely skim it, and you can get over there. That was close. Never been done. And then the pro line, of course, is to try to go for this trick shot. I think you've got a better chance of unicorning this hole. And if you don't like blind shots, you're at least able to see what you're doing here. You've got a visual. I like having a visual on holes. Some people don't care. Some people do. I'd practice both if I was a player and see what I like, what I don't like, which one feels more natural, and go with that. That's what I would do for this hole. Moving on to 4. 4 is a fun one. 4 is a hit it and hope hole. Not in the fact that you don't think you're going to get it down there, but sometimes it goes in. It's kind of one of those crapshoot holes that if it gives it to you, it gives it to you. But you want to stay as close to this middle point when hitting your shot as possible, and it's a pace shot. You don't want to be too far right. You don't want to be too far left. Your margin of error here is left 1 ball, right 1 ball. Will still make it in there. Both shots are the same for beginner and or expert. And what you want to do is you want to look at that center. Don't even look anywhere else but the center triangle point. And you just kind of hit it straight, and you want to dump it into that. And then
I
at
think
the bottom,
illusion here. Oh, sorry. The T is not centered. So
that
that's
hit the hole. Yes,
something that I think throws players off. The T is off to the right.
If anything, you want to hit it just a little bit right of center. But like, it's a pace shot, so let me show you what happens. If you don't hit it hard enough, it does this garbage. If you hit it too hard and too right, it does, well, if you hit it too hard and too right, well, I can't do it, apparently. It just goes off like that. Or if you hit it off, it just doesn't make it. A lot of people will hit it too hard, and it'll do things like that. So it really is a pace shot. You're just trying to dump it into that bucket right over the middle point.
So
You'll notice it rolls
out
a
of
little bit to
10,
the left
at
or right.
100%, how hard are you hitting for your pace?
3 or 4.
3, yeah.
3 or 4. Most of the time, it'll give you a really close look at a 1. It'll tease you, and every once in a while, it'll just jump in the hole. Every once in a while, you can get very unlucky, and it'll give you a really poor bounce, too. It'll hit the cup or bounce off the back rail. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Get in. Ah! We almost got her. But anyway, that's the idea on that hole. I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's a pretty simple tee shot that just requires a little bit of practice on keeping the pace right and keeping it to the center. Keeping it to the center. You can't really vary, and you will make it in there. Hole number 5. Hole number 5 is an interesting hole because it's a blind tee shot no matter what you're going to do here. But the idea is to burn it up the left side of this purple, this same shot for beginners or experts. You want to hit it hard enough to hit this wall and bounce up, but you do not want it to hit up in here if you can help it. There are times where you will be able to hit it up through here and it will help you or aid your shot, but very rarely will you be able to hit it through the rafters here and be able to save yourself a par. It'll take you back to the tee box if you hit it too hard. Let's hit it too hard and show everyone what happens. You hit it too hard, well, no, that's probably perfect.
Oh, that did go out, I think.
Yeah, you hit it too hard, it gets up in the rafters. Well, you can tell I'm a wuss. I don't like to hit it too hard. I can't even make myself do it. There we go.
There.
That's what happens if you hit it in the rafters. It's usually going to go out of bounds. But your good shot will burn up right around that dot, about 2 feet, 2.5 feet to the left of the ball. You want to hit it right around like that. See if you can't get a good leave. Sometimes it rolls out nice like that. That's really what you're looking for right there. So you're looking for a shot that burns right up that, gets pretty high up to the rafters, but not quite, hits over here and rolls down towards the hole. That makes it a pretty easy 2.
All right, and let's just look at that
And
line
now you're
one
sailing
more
along.
time.
Whoops. Let me hit it one more time and see if I can get a better one. A lot of players, the trick here is to not overhit. You can get in a lot of trouble by overhitting. You want to hit a nice smooth ball that rolls out towards the hole.
All right.
Going for a hole-in-one on that hole is not advised for a pro or a beginner.
It has been done, though. It
Hole
is
num-
not a unicorn.
Hole number 6 is pretty fun. It's a little different, and for beginners, it can be somewhat confusing. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to look for 2 openings that will get you to the hole on this side of this sphere thing, this round mound. And so what you got to do is you got to time it to about right there, right when this opening comes. And I'll show you. I usually look at the 2 dots that are visible right here on this darker stretch. Well, look, they're not visible when the thing's coming through, but you can see them right there.
Yep.
I look at them, and I center myself, and I wait, and as soon as that concrete block passes those 2 dots, I run it up the side. I run it up the side and back down. That was a little heavy, but that'll get you 2. Let's see if I can make it. That's a little light. Still get you down by the hole. Still a little light. Let's see here if I can muster enough strength. I keep shortening it, but you get the picture. You wait until it passes those 2 little dots, and then you just hit it. Not hitting it quite hard enough today, but there we go. Something like that. Wait till it passes the dots and give it a nice go. You can start honing it in. If you practice for just a few minutes, you'll see, just make sure you wait until those 2 dots, and then you just go at the hole. Starting to hone it in a little bit. That's a little heavy. I'll show you guys what not to do. You don't want to, don't ever rush it, and don't blast it through. Bad things happen. They don't happen well. If you go right, that won't work. You really need to go left right as soon as the dots are done. Get it over that hump. Moving along. Anything left of the point at the end of the hole is good. It gives you a 2-foot putt for birdie. You can trot it. There it is. There we go. Oh, all right. I didn't get that one, but moving on. Now, here's another unicorn hole. Now, there's many things that you can try to do, but the most successful thing, I think, for even a beginner or a pro, is the best shot is to look at this yellow line right here and run your ball at a 45-degree angle right through the beginning of that yellow stripe. And if you do that, you'll end up over here. You won't go out of bounds. You get a pretty good leave. You always get a putt for 2. That's a safe line. The far right line is a safe line. And there's a nice little aim point. There's a dot right here. You just go just to the right of the dot at about a 3 pace. You can even jump it a little. And it kind of is consistent. Now, if you go other ones, you'll have different outcomes. And not all of them are good. Avoid the middle. You go down the middle, you end up without a line most of the time. If you go down the second to last one, you get a different line, but you might not get a line. This is why I like the one on the right is really consistent.
Does the one on the
Same
left
line.
give you the same result, or just right?
We will do it. The one on the left, you got to hit it through this black stripe. It's like right here.
Let me see that.
You can
Where's that
see.
stripe?
Not great.
I think the second one on the left might be your best chance at a hole-in-one, but you really gotta. I'm not a fan of any of these. They're kind of inconsistent, but if you look going through here, you always get the same leave. It's exactly the same every time, and it's a dead straight putt. There are ways to go for this. You can actually pop it off the middle. Here is a way to go for a hole-in-one. I don't advise this unless you're just unicorn hunting, but it can be done. Whoops. Do that. See what happens.
Hey, not bad.
It's inconsistent. See, bad things can happen. But you never know. You might get lucky. You can chuck it down. Ooh,
Almost
that got
done.
close. Oh! So it might be worth it, but you might not get a line out of it. All right, moving on to 8. Now there's 2 schools of thought on this hole. There's the people that, even in stroke play, are going to go for this and try to get this shot. The aim line is right of this dot, right through this edge part of the light. The idea is to keep the ball up. So even though people don't really believe it, try to swoop this shot. You want to get some loft on this ball if you can. You want to really engage the lower part of your body and come up on this shot to try to get it there in 1. Well, I overhit it a little bit. There we go.
Nice.
But you can get it in there, and it can go in. Now that's
the risky shot.
one. It took me 2 tries. Took me 2 tries to get up there. So, and it's a difficult pace, but that's it.
What is
the
your
other
pace
school
on
of thought
that one?
on
If somebody wants to go for it,
it's probably like a 5 or a 6. I'm more worried about like trying to really focus on getting loft on it and focusing on the flag itself, just a little right of the flag, just right of that dot in front of you. Try to keep your head into the shot. Don't pull up your head when you hit this shot. See, that was lucky because you get bailed out, but that doesn't happen very often. That was a little short. No loft on that. You notice how I got nothing? That's because I didn't keep my head in the shot. No loft occurred. See the difference in loft right there? See the difference between keeping your seat? That's your head up. Here's lofting it. There's a difference there. It's difficult. You'll see I'm not making it very often. See how the lofts are different every time I'm hitting the ball. One time I'm popping it up, one time I'm not. That's a pop-up. That's flatter. I'm basically hitting the same ball. So you can see that this shot can be difficult.
So probably not many people are going to go for this. So what is the
I wouldn't.
safe
In stroke
shot?
play, I wouldn't go for it. So there's a group of rocks over here onto the right. Your idea is that you're aiming pretty much right at them in the thought that you never hit what you're aiming at. So you might as well aim at the rocks. Don't hit the rocks, but hit just right of the rocks and put it in the bowl. Put it in the bowl over here and hope you get a good lie. I didn't this time, which is good. You'll see that this is a bowl. So the further left you are in this bowl, the further the ball's going to kick right when you hit it. So your idea is to line yourself up. You wouldn't hit straight into this bowl because you're going to shoot to the right. You want to line up a little bit right. You'll see you go straight. You got to hit right to go straight, but you got to get it, give it some muster or you won't get it there. And it's not likely to go in. It's very likely to toilet bowl here in this situation because it's very hard to get it on a straight line. You might be able to do it, but probably not. The closer to the center you are, the better chance you have to make this second shot. But you're looking to get no worse than a 3 on this hole. I think we should move on in the sake of time and go to hole number 9. Now, hole number 9 I really like. There's several different ways to hit this shot, and I want to start with the pro way. Here is the pro level, unbelievable. You wouldn't believe it if you saw it. It puts a line right on the hole, and what you want to do is you want to hit it right before there's a little bend right here, right where this dark line hits.
Yep.
And you want to hit it right before it starts bending. Now, if you hit it hard, it goes right at the hole. But I wanted to start soft. Very difficult pace, but if you hit it right, it gets up there. And it can go in every once in a while. Let's see, I'm getting closer.
What's your pace on this one?
About a 6. I'm really making sure I get it up there. Trying to, anyway. If you overhit this, this will go out of bounds. That's why this is a pro level shot, but it's got a chance to go. Where the other ones really don't have as good of a line to get to the hole. This one's fairly consistent. You can see it's kind of creeping up towards the hole, and the perfect weight for it. Whoops, see, there you go, out of bounds. If you hit it to the right at all, it'll go out of bounds. But if you hit it just right, if you hit it too far right, it does that. If you hit it just right, it can go in. Whoops. I'm trying to make it, but usually I make it once in 30 tries, but not this time. Anyway, for the sake of moving on, you can see that that's a decent way to get there. There's also what I call an intermediate, people who don't like to bank the ball much. You can go just left to center on this hole and get yourself up there pretty easily without really taking your eye off the hole too much. You can just get her up there, right?
Hey.
That's it. If you go too far right, it does that. Hit it just right, it stays up there. It's a good way to get it up there, not a great way to make it. You can see it can go bad pretty easy, but it can also go pretty good.
And is it a similar pace?
See, I'm getting up there.
Intermediate shot.
It's probably more of like a 5 than a 6 because it's coming off one less rail. But see, if you hit it too hard, it's not going to stay up there. And it has a tendency to wrap every once in a while like that and bring you back down. The beginner shot I like a lot.
I
And
need that one.
it's right around here. It's right around this first black stripe. It's right after the first darker stripe. And you just kind of, there it is. It's right at the top of the second stripe. And you can get it up there pretty easy. It has less chance of going out, but it's just got more of a margin of error. Just seems to not, it hits that angle every once in a while where it, see how it catches onto the right side right there. So you've got to go a little bit below it. And if you do that, you run the risk. See, I'm just,
Wow, you are.
if you go too far up, you can go a little further up and wrap it. Get close.
Okay.
But it's definitely a pace shot, but you can see it's not as consistent. So if I was a beginner, I would work on this center shot first. I would go boom and just try to get it up there.
Can you
Try
talk a
not
little
to
bit
hit it too
about
hard.
if you don't make it up the ramp and your ball does land in this area, how do you
Right.
deal with that?
So this is the most common leave, the wraparound leave. This ball is going to bend to the left. If you are right of center, if you're right of center, it's going to bend to the left. If you're left of center, it's going to bend to the right. About a ball and a half, maybe half of a club length. You go right edge of the putt. Whoops, you got to get it there. You go right edge and hope you make it. But I suck, so there it is. Make sure you get it up there. You don't want to leave yourself hanging for a par down here. You want to give it a little bit more than what you normally would and make sure you get it up there. Don't go dead weight. But you can see it's a difficult putt. I'm not making it very often. I'm burning both edges. So that's hole number 9.
Okay.
On to 10. I like 10. 10's kind of your standard chip shot. Most people go to the right in the land area over here. There's a real good aim spot. It's just literally 45 degrees, halfway through that 45-degree angle. Make sure you look at what you're hitting at. And you just kind of want to, whoa. You just kind of want to make sure you hit the purple. If you come up short, that's what's happening. So you want to hit it dead in the middle. You don't want to mess around too much. You try to get it. You hit it up high, it can bounce out. Hit it down low, won't make it. Hit it to the right, it won't make it. So some people don't like that at all. And there's a shot that's right off the dead center, just left of center slightly, that goes directly at the hole.
Ooh.
But it's a little different of a pace. There it is. You want to aim right about there. See how it can pop out though?
And what is
Just
your
a
pace
little
on
left
this?
of center. About a
If you
4.
for actually for the shot to the right. That's probably what.
The one on the right, probably
Yeah.
about a 4. I'm just
It's also
trying to
a
hit
4.
that purple. I'm just looking at it. You can see, if you practice it, you just want to take a pretty normal swing. That's a little high, and you can see what happens if you go high, if you go low. It usually stays in better if you go low. Low tends to be okay.
Aiming for
Right
a
of
4, is
center
it better if you're
works.
gonna go over or under your pace a little
Left of
bit? Is this
center is
one a
not
little
where you
bit
want to be.
under is better?
It's
Right.
It's
Maybe.
a pace shot. I would aim high and try to hit low, right? Aim high, but hit low and you're in, right? You aim high, that way you have a margin of error. Aim high and take a little off of it. It'll fall right into place. Aim right at the top of
All right, we got Karma in the chat says, "Let's see the wall shot on hole 10."
wall shot. Oh Lord, we're not doing the wall shot.
Denied, Karma.
Okay, hold on.
I'll show him the wall shot. Oh no. It's this one right here on this
Where is it?
yeah.
What are we hitting? Oh, it's
That.
that. Okay, so there you go. Oh,
Yeah, it's a fun little trick shot.
Hey.
Hit this panel right here.
I'm trying. I've never hit it before, but there it is. Here.
All right.
Here, Karma.
That's a
This
pro
one's for
shot.
you,
Wouldn't
Well,
buddy.
recommend that in a stroke
if you want to
tournament.
show
That
off,
one's for you, buddy.
go for the wall.
That one's for you, buddy.
Will you expect to see
All right.
Karma do that this
Now let's
weekend?
get. This one's difficult. This is a
Alright.
hole that messes a lot of people up, even pros. But there's a little trick to it. You see this little dark area right here?
Yeah, I'm
See
gonna
it?
come
How
around
it's
the
shadowed?
other side.
See how it's shadowed darker?
A
It's
little
right
bit.
there.
Okay. You know, I actually saw it better from this side, but
So it's
Yep.
darker, and at the tee you can see it. That's your aim spot. And then it's just pace. The idea is you have to clear this, and the shot's the same for pros or beginners. You have to clear this little plastic jewel right here. You got to land it here, but you can't hit the rock. Cannot hit this rock. You'll see what I mean when I try to attempt it. Let's see if we can get a good one first. Nope. See, I hit the rock and off it goes. And that is what you're trying to do. You're trying to hit just far enough and hard enough out. But you don't hit the rock. You hit the little plastic thing. Boom.
okay. Alright, let me come up
Yeah,
here.
Is
I mean,
that
like,
shot
it-
considered advanced at all? Is there any reason why a beginner would lay up ever here?
If you don't want to get a bogey, if you're interested in a coconut and no risk, this is the highest risk hole on the course. You
Oh.
can chuck it this way. It's very difficult. And you can get it to roll off. But it's difficult because it wants to bounce out. Look at how bouncy that is. You really have to hammer it. And then it can roll off. So you want to be more aggressive. Make sure you get. But see, if you come up short on that one, you're in a bad spot. If you go long, you're in a bad spot. You really got to hit it just right.
So if you want to,
you have to hit
for a beginner, because I definitely have a hard time with this hole. I mean, do you just kind of want it to lay it up, roll it softly onto the second platform? Is that
Yep, you could. You could just go dead straight. Don't hit it too hard. You want to make sure you don't. And then there is a chance you could roll it off and make it on your second shot. I didn't. Let's try it one more time. I've never actually been here before. Let's see what happens when you roll it off. Is it kind?
I could get
Still
close.
pretty bouncy. Barely rolling it off. Barely rolling it off is what you'd want to do here. I mean, like, you wouldn't want to roll it off any harder than that. Maybe a little left of where I'm aiming. Maybe a little left of the pin, of pin high, because it tends to roll to the right. Off the rock, it rolls to the right just slightly. So go maybe right. See how it rolls right once it hits the rock? So go left of your aim point. See how it wants to roll right. So as left as I get it, it still rolls right. I don't think that's a very good way to try to get a birdie, but it's definitely a fail-safe way to get a par. So
All right.
once again, the advanced shot is to go through this little black area on the tee box, hit it just about like that, have it bounce off the back rail, comes about 1.5 feet to the hole. All right. This next hole is mighty fun. I like it. The traditional is just past the light. You get a dot right about here. This is a pace shot. This is an advanced shot, but most amateurs can still pull it off. Double bank it there, bounce it into the middle.
Hey.
Double bank it there, bounce it into the middle. Not a whole lot. You don't have to overhit it. You go long. You got to keep it inside that dot. Boom.
All right, so
It's almost
right there,
going
we
in.
got a little dot. So right behind that. Okay. And what is the pace on this?
There's about a 4, maybe a 5. Boom. Didn't get over there. It hit the light. So you want to go right at the dot. It can go bad, though. I mean, it gets in there most of the time. It can do these kinds of things, though, if you don't hit it just right. Inside the dot is where you want to be. just inside the dot, just inside the dot, just inside the dot. I've got another one, though, that I like for amateurs. For amateurs who think that shot's a little intimidating, there are two lines right here. There's a little line here and a little line here that are parallel with the 45-degree angle of this step right here. You can see the two lines right there. Now, if your aim points aren't that good, you can still achieve the same thing by blasting it a little harder than about a 5 through those, and you get the same intended effect. Does the same bank at the same spot. It's a little less accurate, can mess up sometimes, but it can still, it's such a closer aim point for most people.
Nice. So this one, I'll often end up on the second level down here without a easy way in. So what's a good recovery shot on this one?
So let's say we're like right here, right? So the best recovery shots, there are a couple of ways to attack this. You could bank it off of here, right? You could bank it off of here and try to get it. But you can see this platform here, this section is not vertical. It's leaning back. So you can pop it right at the hole. You can pop it right at the hole.
I have never thought about that. Awesome.
Don't get too cute, but I'm trying to make it.
Nice.
There's a pace where it'll go.
And so there are two walls like that, so that is very convenient.
There's also an interesting thing here about this hole. You're looking, let's say you're right here. If you can find a way to drop the ball right here in this corner, it'll go right in the hole. That 45 feeds right to the hole. See, I pushed it a little bit, but you can see, wait. You got to hit it dead weight, but it can go. Anyway, that's a good way to get it down there. Make sure you're doing what you should. But like if you were right here, this is a difficult shot. You'd want to just kind of make sure you get it down there. Don't go for too much. You can kind of throw some chaos at the ball. See if you can get it to bounce in. Almost got it.
All right.
You can see it's difficult to make it from there, but I love this hole. I think it's got a lot of options. Now moving on to a hole we all love. Key to this hole, keep it in the middle. Don't look up when you hit this shot. Keep your head down, look at that center triangle, and give it a good rip.
Hey, that was close.
That's a comfortable pace right there. You don't want to go too hard. It's not worth losing a shot over. If you go too hard, it can fly out. Let me see if I can get it to fly out. I can't do it because I'm unable to hit it too hard. But if you go crazy with it, goodbye. You know, if you go crazy with it, it's out of here. So you got to keep your head down, go to the center of the point or just left of the point, hit a nice firm shot, and every once in a while it goes in. Cannot expect this to go in.
Hey,
but every once in a while.
You got it. Awesome.
It'll go. All right. 14. Love this hole too. Two schools of thought on this. Some people just chuck it around. It's safe to do this. This is the beginner shot. Get all the way around. See if you can give yourself a line to get to 2. When attacking this hole from this putt, this is a normal shot. Keep in mind that this is a beveled back right here. And either side of this bevel will bank in the hole. So you can go to the right of this hole, still make it. Whoops. Whoops. I'm trying to bank it in, but I can't seem to do it. There.
Yeah.
If you go to the left, it'll go most of the time. I guess I'm too straight onto it. But it gives you a look at one. You just make it. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back though to the tee. There's another strategy for your medium ranged player or your middle skill player, amateur, pro. You can try to kind of just hit it soft and see if you can get it to hit that little plastic part like right there and keep you in the zone. Ugh, I almost got it, but you can see it's difficult. It's a difficult shot. It doesn't want to stay in the zone, wants to kind of do that, but there's a trick. So if you're feeling froggy, there's a dot right here behind you. And if you hit inside of that dot, it has a tendency to change the angle and give you a better leave. I hit that one a little hard, but you wanna hedge hard on this. There we go.
Very nice.
You get it closer to the hole. It's got a very good chance off the back to go in every once in a while. I've made this a couple of times. Got to play with the pace. Make sure you're getting it over there. There we go. There's a nice one. Coming off the back, left of the dot. Left of the dot. Just a nice little flick. If you come up short, you can see. Always hedge long on this. Try to overhit it, because the worst that can happen if you overhit it is you're out here. And
What's
if
the
you're out
pace?
here,
The dot shot.
the dot shot's about a 4, maybe a 4.5. I'm not hitting it that hard, but I'm not shy with it. It's a confident swing, but it's not a hard swing. Like, it's not blasting it. It'll go all over the place. You know, you're just hitting it a nice. You want it to hear that nice bump off the. See, it can go bad. That's out of bounds. That's gone. So it can go bad. You want to make sure, if you get too cute with it, see, it won't make it there. You want to make sure that you're right by the dot. You hit it hard enough to come and clear and get into that area. And then you got to tap in eagle, which is nice.
Can you try that again? I want to see.
Mhm.
Can you do it one more time? I want to see this. So it's hitting around this area. So you want enough pace for it to land in this area first. Okay.
Yep. So I'm left of the dot about probably a ball or so. Trying to keep it from going into this groove, because if it gets in this groove, it's out of bounds. So you want to keep it in this area. There's a little risk there. So you can always take the risk out by going high up on the glass, blasting it back here, and giving yourself a horrible leave. But even if you do that, you can just simply bank it and get it close. You know, you give yourself a chance. Here it is. Worst is the 3. I love this shot. Hole number 15.
All right, hang on.
So,
wait for me. I gotta find my way. I'm gonna pop over.
Hole number 15 is awesome. So you've got, if you want to get it in here, there's a safe way to get it, and then there's the going for it shot. So let's just focus on the amateur approach. The amateur approach is to look at that light in front of you. Look at the light, and you're aiming right at the light, but you're trying to go high on the bowl. Higher on the bowl. The first 3 rings are 4. And you just hit it in there, and you're going to dump it out right. You're going to get a 3-foot putt for par. Boom. If you go too far right, you don't hit it at the light, you're not going to get there. You got to go at the light. Believe in it. The ball's going to kick to the left when you hit it. You just hit it. You go too far right, it's not going to work. You got to hit it at the light. At the light. At the light. And you get over there. Now the pro shot is to come in the bowl. And there's these dots right around the bowl right here. And that's where you'll find the sweet spot of this hole, where you can find a hole in one. Let's see if I can do it. It's a pace shot. You got to be willing to risk it. Oh, it's close. That was a little too left. It's so difficult to do it. But if you get it.
Hey, there it is.
if you get it, you know when you get it. You can see you're just wanting to clear it. It's somewhere right here.
Yep. Yep. Look like
Right inside those dots, and it's a total pace shot, but it's difficult to hit that spot, and it's difficult to make it happen. But remember, on this hole, if you're not feeling like going for it, just aim right at the light. You'll get it close. If you feel like going for it, you go a little lower. It's very difficult to hit the spot. There it is. And you'll maybe get it. There it is.
nice.
Nice.
All
Okay, on to 16. I love 16. Here's a huge rule about hole 16. Do not go at the hole. If your ball hits the hole on this shot, it's most likely going out of bounds. Let's see if I can demonstrate it. So by going to the hole, you got to watch these spinning blades. And if you aim right at the hole, well, it didn't go out of bounds, but most of the time it will hit the back of the cup, go out of bounds. Hold on just a second. Let me focus. Your idea is to wait until this one comes, and before the next one comes around, you hit it. And I always push it a little bit right because the bank make is the easiest way to make this shot. You go here, you wait, you hit it a little hard. If you hit it too hard, it'll go out of bounds. But the further right you hit it and are able to clear it, oh look, see I hit the hole, out of bounds she went. Don't hit the tong.
And you didn't even hit it very hard, and it jumped out.
No,
So
no.
that's a
If you
high
hit the hole
risk.
at all, it's not going in. But let's talk about the hole-in-one line. The hole-in-one line is about a ball and a half or about a putter head right of the hole location. There's a little triangle right here on the green. It's right here. Your hole-in-one line's here. It goes through
Oop.
this part.
Sorry.
Oh,
So
you're all
right
right.
here.
Goes through this part of the ramp right here, about a putter head right of this angled mark. And I'm looking at this arrow, and I'm looking at that point, and I'm trying to time it to when this is coming across, and I hit it. Now my aim point is about a club head right of the hole, right there. If I hit it just right, don't want to hit the hole. You can go left of it, short, or you can push it a little bit further and try to make it. Let me see if I can make this. You don't want to do that. I'm under hitting it because that keeps it in bounds. That is the beginner shot. But the aggressive line is to do that right there. There's your hole-in-one line. You'll see it goes right over that little triangle. Boom.
Hey.
Goes right over the triangle, right in front of you. It's a pace shot. It'll go in the hole.
And I'm not getting, since I'm not getting the same timing as you as when you're hitting it with the wing spinning around. So, and that's going to be hard for other people to see with me streaming, but
it's
right, as soon as it opens up,
as the one coming towards you is past the point of hitting it, you need to hit the ball. And don't be shy. You just got to hit it. You hit it right through that little triangle in front of you, right as it goes past. You can hit it less, or you can hit it more to be more aggressive. There's your aggressive line. I almost got it. I'm going to hit it one more time. That's your less aggressive line. That's a safe line. Here's your aggressive line,
nice.
and that's in the hole. So
I learned pretty quickly on this one. There is no reason to ever go right. So everybody get in here and practice and just go for the hole.
It's just right as the gear goes past. You hit it through that little triangle shaded thing. Oh, hole number 17 is fantastic. Here we go.
All right, one moment. Let me get there.
Hole number 17. If you are an amateur, do the following. This hole can tear you apart. You want to hit it just on the left side of the second light. Not that hard. Just do that. Just do that right there. And with your second shot, please, for the love of God, just come out to the center here and try to make a 3. You got a dead straight shot at a 3. Never look a gift eagle in the mouth if you're not a skilled player. Try to get it. Worst you're going to get on this hole is a 4. But that was a 3, and I didn't even try hard to get it. If you are a middle range pro, semi-pro, you hit the same shot right at the end of that, maybe a little less hard, come out to right around the center of the path. Now, when you want to cross this is an option. It's not a great option, but pro players and elite players will hit it every time. You do not want to go to the center of this. You want to go to the left or the right, and it depends on how your ball is. My ball is almost centered, but I want to go a little bit right of center. I don't want to hit that peak right at the peak. I want to hit it just a little bit right, and I don't want to hit it very hard, and it gets over there. I don't want to hit it very hard. I just want it to kind of bleed over there. Just want it to bleed. You can go a little more aggressive, but you might go off the back. So you just want to hit it a little right of center, have it catch the middle, and you can make it. It can go. See how the further right I go, the further left it ends up?
Yep.
And, ugh. You can see the pace is super important, but you're still going to get a 3. But it gives you a really good chance. Oh man, I just can't seem to get it to go. There it goes. Oh. Anywho, doesn't look like that angle is going to go. If you move it a little bit, like let's just move it a little bit to the left. So here it is, just a little bit more left. You still want to go to the right. If it's left to center, you go to the right, but not to the center. You just keep it dead straight, and it'll go right to center. You see how it kicks it? If you go dead center, it won't go in, but if you go just right of center, it'll drop. Just left of center, still drop. Just right of center, still drop. So you really want to end up just a little left of center on this path. But for all of our skilled players, let's try to get it over there in 1. And to get it there in 1, you got to kind of hit it right at the beginning to the center of this light here. It's a difficult angle. A lot of players can't do this, and I'm not very good at this shot, so I don't do it. But you got to hit it just right. I'm hitting it way too hard, but that's it. And it can go. You want to hit it as left as you possibly can. So difficult. There's a good one. There it is.
Hey.
Ah,
Nice.
I almost made it. Let's see that one more time. But see how that's like right at the start of the slope. Hits nice, and we'll see if we can do it one more time. Nope. That might be okay. Nope. It's very difficult. You can see how the different angles it creates. If you go out too far right, it's not going to happen. You really have to hit it just perfect, in the perfect pace and angle to get it to go. See how it just doesn't really want to do it? I can't advise this shot. I can't advise this shot in any kind of mode other than, there we go. I'm getting it down a little bit as I keep going, but man, it's difficult. I would not suggest anybody really tries this shot too hard. If you're going for this, you should be going for winning, because it's a difficult ball. There it is. There it is. See, it just doesn't want to stay up. It's got to be a perfect pace. On to
So not
18.
advised.
18's a
Not
funky.
advised for that shot, but yes,
Not
a
advised to
fun
go
one.
over. Not in stroke play. It's a great match play shot, but all right. There is a trick to this hole that some people do, but for the amateur and for the up and up player, we'll just go here. The idea is to hit it through the one on the bottom right hand corner of the flag. So somewhere right there. That's a little high, but you get the 2, and maybe you can get the 1 again. That's a 2 because you were hitting 1, you're -1, and -2 equals a -2 on the hole, which is an eagle, which is a good score. If you just go to the bottom of that, sometimes you can catch it again. I almost caught it again, which will give you a hole in 1. Got to make sure you get it though. You got to catch it. And then
So
you
it looks like you're
can't
hitting
miss
it
the
just enough to bounce maybe a foot past the green and start rolling.
I'm trying to hit it
Well,
on
that's
that black, the second black stripe, and I'm hoping you got to hit it just perfect to get it to hit the 2 twice or the 1 twice, which is what you're trying to do. But it's difficult. It's not an easy shot. There it is. And so that'll give you a 2, and that's without any craziness. But there is a school of thought on this hole where you eat the first shot to give yourself better position, and you come out to about a foot outside of this purple area.
All right, looks like it's lined up just straight
And
with the edge of that
you're
black.
sitting 1. You're sitting 1, right? So how are you going to get your stroke back? Here's what you do. For your second stroke, you crush it through the -2 and out of bounds. Now you're sitting 0.
What?
It's like you've just changed your tee box, right? Because you've hit your first shot, and your second shot goes into the -2, but then it goes out of bounds, leaves you back here, -2 with 2 equals 0. So you're now hitting your first shot at a different angle that makes it easier to hit this 2. Hold on. You can come back around, gives you a chance to hit the 2 again or the 1 again.
Huh.
So some people like this angle a little more because you can catch the 1, and then you can catch the 2 again and the 1
Did you
again,
get a negative
and now you've got well, you can only get a hole in 1, but that's how you do it. You hit this shot right here. You can look and see how it. You hit the first one, then you chuck the next one out of bounds. You just catch the 2 ever so slightly. You catch the 1 slightly. You catch the 2 one more time, the 1 one more time, and you got a hole in 1. So it might be worth you doing. It's kind of janky though, huh? I don't know if it's advisable. It's not advisable for what I would call an amateur player because you really can't mess this up or you start really messing up the hole. The idea of it would be, hold on, let me get to the tee. The idea of it for your amateur players to try to catch the 1 as low as possible, catch the 2 and the 1 again. I didn't catch the 2 there, but if you do that, you're going to get a hole in 1. Or you just come out. You want to keep it about a foot out. Somewhere right around there is a really good spot to be, for me anyway. And then you look at the 2, you go, boink, goodbye, hit right at it. And now you're sitting 0. And you hit it, you can hit it again. Maybe you get the 2 again if you're lucky. You probably get the 1 again. So that's a 2. You've gotten an eagle there. You can try to hit it a little better. I think you want to hit it a little to the right of this, like somewhere right there, so it comes in a little harder. So it catches that slope and tries to hit that again. It comes around and may hit the 2 again, and then hits the 1. So I think it's something like that. Might do it. But see, it's still a little bit chancy. It's very difficult. Yeah. So you can try to play with it and find the paces that you like. But every once in a while, you get a hole in 1 on it. You'll most likely get a 2 on the hole if you go through this trick shot rigmarole to try to get yourself an eagle on that hole.
Well,
And that, my friends, is Tethys Station.
All right.
We're a little over,
Good
so maybe we
stuff.
should speed it up, maybe. I don't know.
Let's go. All right. Take us
All right.
out. All right. Now we got Jules Verne Around the World Hard. Let's see. All right. Let me pop up some of these stats here. We got our leaderboard
Great
and our
course.
difficulty.
Came out January 2024, almost 3 years after Tethys Station. So this is a far more advanced course, and one that I think the lighting, all of the graphics, you'll see a huge difference in the course right away. It's been played 4 times, or this will be the 4th time that it's played on the Walkabout, or the weekly mini golf tournament, and which means it's still not unicorn eligible. But if you do get a hole-in-one on some of the holes that don't have a hole-in-one yet, I think it's hole number 2, 3, and 18,
and 6.
6.
Yep.
2, 3, 6, and 18. When we get to them, we'll talk about strategies to try to get these. But I think the leaderboard for the tournament is at 21 under. 21 to 19 will get you a really good score and a chance at a podium. 23 is the best that's ever been done. Some of the things about the course that I think that are interesting is that it's done on the Eiffel Tower, and there's fireworks in the back, and it's actually kind of like it mimics a passport series to me. It's kind of like, it's very, very close to a passport course in my opinion. It's kind of a hybrid. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I kind of feel like I'm in somewhat of a real life environment here on this course.
I love it. It's
If
visually
you look
it is
at its
one of my
difficulty,
favorite.
it sits in the middle, but I think most people would think that this is a difficult course.
Yep.
And I would think anything that, if you could get a 15 under to 16 under or better, you should walk away from this course feeling really good. There's some very difficult, challenging holes, and we'll get into them. But let's start at hole number 1, if we can, to try to speed things up. And the rule of thumb on the first hole is it's the 4th time. You want to hit your first shot on the 4th time either side. So I like to go on the right side and hit it on the 4th time and hit it hard. Whoops, didn't get it. That's it. 4th time. Hit it just right, it'll go in. But most of the time, you're just trying to get it over there, right? Just trying to get it over there. Get a line. Most of the time, I'm getting a line here. I'm just crushing it off the 4th time. Didn't get one that time. Maybe I hit it too hard. Maybe I hit it too left. Try to keep yourself in a good frame of mind to get there. Maybe right past the 4th time, it's a really good spot to be. It looks like it's doing okay from there. Get in. Nah. Anyway, a little past the 4th time on either side. Hole 1. Hole number 2. All kinds of shit you can do on this one. Pardon my French. No pun intended, but a little bit of a pun. So the first shot that was really developed, of course, is just the wrap it around. But this is a long aim point. Long aim point. You want to hit it on the 2nd. I do believe the 2nd angle. Let's see here if I can do it. See, I missed it. You can see what happens. It's hard to go left enough here. But if you can get it left enough, it can get down to the hole. Doesn't really want to go, but it can happen. Can go out. That's close to where you want it to be. There we go.
Nice.
So there's your standard shot. It's difficult. You can see it took me about 5 tries to get it. A lot of people will do this. Try to get down here like this, but I feel like it's difficult. You can see it's not really giving me much of a line. It's not going out of bounds often. It's a difficult wraparound because it's such a angled hole. You'll hit an angle and it won't work out.
And this
So a lot of
hole,
people go
probably along
different
with
routes
many
to
and
get there.
around the world, is going to be a lot softer pace than you think because these walls are very, very
Yeah, and
bouncy.
as we hit the rail, if you hit the rail, look at the difference between Tethys. This
Yeah.
is a angry rail that has a lot of energy as to the dead plastic rails on Tethys. One of the shots that I found early, or was taught early, was 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth time, middle of the fifth time. You can make it. It can go. You don't want to overhit it, but you can see I've got a line again. Just hit it halfway. Don't want to hit the post, so a little further than halfway gets you a pretty good line at the hole. It's a little shallow. That's optimal right there. Won't go in though, right?
That is why this is a
There is a hole in
unicorn.
one line. There is a hole in one line. It's right in line with this table leg on the left. It's very difficult. I'm going to try it. No. That's it. If you hit it harder, it'll go in. So it's a little left of that, actually. So it's right here on this tine. Right on the tine to this. Boom. You got to hit it just right. That's it right there. And it goes
Nice.
towards the hole. And if you hit it just right, it's difficult though. It doesn't always want to work.
And Fuga, we have a
You can
Maximus
see it's,
Prime in the chat is just asking, and I think on the beginner shot, can you just point out with your putter where the
I think
beginner
the
shot
easiest
is?
beginner shot, I think the easiest beginner shot is to hit it right here, right before it rails, to
Oh,
wrap it around,
oh, this one. Okay.
to wrap it around like this to see if you can get it wrapped around. But you got to do it with such a pace and such a perfection of line that it's difficult. But there, I got it that time. You know, it's possible. A little bit better of a shot, closer aim point, in my opinion, is to go to the fifth tine. It's not really an amateur or a pro shot. It's just a different. You go a little bit further left than center. You give, whoops. You give it a nice little go, and it creates a decent angle. And if you hit it with enough pace, you're going to get a line at the hole for two.
Nice.
You can hit it long, easy. That's a little too deep. You can see it's pretty consistent. I mean, not really
Yeah.
missing the angle much there. See, it's just
Yeah,
a
I think
pace
this one
shot. You got to work
you
on
gotta
your
really
pace.
practice the pace. Yep.
So that's hole number 2.
Yeah.
Let's try hole number 3. Hole number 3 is
Another
also a unicorn. There is a shot. There is a shot like right the same angle of that post right there, right along the second tine. If you hammer it, it can like wrap around and go up, but you've got to really bust it, and it can
Wow,
make it
okay.
up there. And I don't like it, but it can do it. You know, like we're approaching being able to kind of give it a chance, right,
Yeah.
for a unicorn. But I mean, you can see it's violent. It's not a great opportunity at all. And so the standard, and it's if you're a pro or you're a beginner, you want to put it right in the middle down here. Right in the middle. See, because you got this ramp here. If you are right of the ramp, you want to try to get it into the left quadrant upstairs here. You want to hit it hard enough to give yourself a line and dump it in that corner. If you are left or center of this, you want to try to go to the right quadrant. Just put it up. You can make it, but see what happens if you go too hard and try to bank it in.
Yep.
It can go bad. So you can come off the books and try to make it. But that can happen. That can happen. A lot of things can happen. So you just want to kind of get it up there. You're not going for a 2 here. Most people are going for 3. If somehow you can get it. One of the pro moves is to hit it right on the corner of the ramp and the platform. And if you can hit it right there on the corner, it will pop.
Yep.
So hard to do. It'll pop and give it a chance to go in. Pop it. Oh, almost got it. It's so difficult, though. Doesn't really want to do it. There it is. Oh. I kind of hedge, right? Like sometimes I'll like try to go right a little bit and pop it, see if I can't get. But you can see the margin of error is really small.
Yep.
To try to make it. On to hole 4. Hole 4 is a blind tee shot. You're going to want to practice this. For pros or beginners, it's the same thing. It's a pace shot. It's a dead straight shot. I look. There's some lines in the dots in the middle, and I try. There's an X right here, about 6 inches in front of the ball, and I try to burn the left side of my ball on that X. I'm just focused on it. I don't raise my head, and as soon as this platform starts to raise up, I hit my shot. I hit it too soft, and you can see it got crunched. So you want to make sure you get it down there. Let's try to actually make this time. I got it down there. That wasn't a very good effort. I pushed it. Crunched.
A little short.
Let's see here. You can see I'm starting to come around. Let's see here. Let's be aggressive and try to make it. There's aggressive to try to make the shot. And didn't quite get it, but got close.
Now I will say there might be a different shot I practice because it's so long and it's so pace based that
it is. It's
Guy
difficult.
B showed me
So
in
here,
a game we played, and you might be going for the side one.
It's to the left.
Yep. Okay.
So it's right as it's raising up. Also, it's like boom. You can get it down there, and you can give yourself a line. Right there. That's it.
Yep.
Now I'll give you a line for 2. The idea of this shot on 4, if you're really not feeling going under them, is to wait until it comes down.
Yep.
You want to do 2 banks. It's very difficult though because the pace can get long on you. These rails save energy. You got to get it right about there. But see, if you corner it, it'll mess you up. You want to bank it there. You want to bank it there. And then you want it to roll out to about there. Gives you a nice little 2Zs and you're out of here. I like that.
Nice.
It's risk-free.
Yep, I think that's
There's a
what
lot
I'm
of
going
different
for.
ways people play this hole. I think they overcomplicate it by double banking it. I don't care if you're a pro, if you're whatever you're doing, the best shot is just left of this dot and learn the pace. Just learn the pace, just left of that dot. You just hit it the right pace and you get close. It can go in. That's a little sharp because you go right to the left of the dot and you get it in the wheelhouse.
Nice.
There it was. Just left of the dot, maybe a ball. You want to hit the wall right where the dot is and you can get her to go.
Now it will
There's
be
some other
common
double
if you're
banks and stuff.
if you're down here, and this happens to me frequently, where I hit the dot and I get so close, and then
Yes.
I end up just right up on the edge of this. So what's the best recovery if you're
So
Right there.
Let's say you're about, if you are not, let's say you're like right there.
Yeah.
You have 0 chance of getting this ball in the hole.
Yep.
Don't even try it.
Okay.
You can try it 1,000 times. It's not going to work. That's about as hard as you can cut it. See, it's not getting in there. I can't even cut it anymore. So all you want to do, just float it there.
So
Float
it's
it there.
Okay. Okay.
Get your 3 and get out of here. But one of the things you'll notice, let me drop the ball just any old place. Let's say you're in the middle here. Now this looks like an easy shot, but it's not, because this bank tends to come back a little sharp. So you want to come and exaggerate it and come off the bank. You want to exaggerate the angle so the ball feeds towards the hole on the bank. Comes off the back if you're thin with it.
Nice.
If you leave it short, it won't go in. So you want to be aggressive. It's hard to miss it if you hit it with a certain pace. That's about it. See how it keeps going in? If you're way over here, you also have an issue. So let's say you're over here. This is going to be sharp. You want to attack this right about where the shadow is. Right where the shadow is. Right where the shadow is. You might not make it. But see, as you get out further wide, it gets more difficult of an angle to make.
Nice.
So, hole number 6. This one's fun.
Yeah.
We'll go the long way first. There is a couple rules of thought on this. If you are an amateur player, you might choose to go off this rail over here. Just get yourself down in an area where you can take your second shot. Make sure you burn it about as right or as left as you can. That'll get you down here. The further left you go, the better angle, but you don't want to burn the pace. And you end up somewhere in that region. Once you get past that, we'll talk about just your second shot, and your chance of making it is off this 45-degree angle. There's a vent in front of you. The last time will put you somewhere near the hole.
Nice.
If you hit it harder, it'll have more angle. Could go in off the back, maybe.
That.
But it's right near that first grill time.
Nice.
There you go.
Good job.
And 6. So here are your pro and elite level shots. There's one that's a harder pace for an aggressive player that comes off, and you hit it like this. You hit it harder. See, that didn't quite work out for me, but I'm still over there, and there's no problem with that shot. That just ends up being a 3. Let's see if I can hit it. Nope, hit it too hard. I don't usually hit this shot. But it'll pop it over there off this rock face. Man, I'm just not getting it up. I think I got to hit it harder. Hold on just a second. Let me hit it a little harder.
There you go. Yep.
There it is. So that's your standard
Nice.
harder shot. I like it. It doesn't work out a lot. You can see I tried to hit it a few times and it didn't quite work. And there's an elite level shot. It's right over this smudge line. And you're going to bounce this ball out of bounds, and it's going to come back inbounds and leave you with a line for 2. And I like it a lot.
Hey.
That's it. It hits that angle.
All right.
We'll play it one more time. You hit it, bounces out of bounds, bounces over the rail. Make sure you're holding your trigger. You got to look for 2. It's far less dangerous than it looks, and it's an easy, soft pace without a lot of stress. Leaves you to look for 2, and you make it. And that's how you get through that hole right there.
Awesome.
Hole number 7. If you are an amateur player, do not attempt any hero ball here. There's a nice little V. Lay up. right like that. Don't get caught in the wind, and take your 2. That's a birdie. No sweat. Anybody could do it. Birdie on the hole. But if you're looking to make it, you've got to hit it pretty aggressively right where the 3rd letter on the right-hand side is on this box. And it bounces over, and it gets into the 1.
Nice.
And so that's the hole-in-one on that. So you can, right at the 3rd letter, I tend to try to hit a little harder because I'd rather it bounce off the inside than get caught in the wind over here. I'll take a 2 if it gets stuck over here. But I really like that shot. I really like it. There's another variant on hole number 7 that I think is kind of fun. Some people might like this. It's called the M shot. And what you're trying to do here, you're trying to create an M
Hey.
and go in.
Huh.
And you can get it to where it'll go in. Just, it's difficult, right? And I'm overshooting it. I can't quite get it. There it is. Ah, almost got it. Anyway, there's a line there that you can play with too. Not my favorite line, but I like the idea of the shot.
If you
Now
wanna
we're gonna
show
get to
off,
hole
go for
8.
that. All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably the most controversial hole. There's several different ways to get over here. The easiest way to get a 3 on this hole is to watch the blades, time it right, go right over the dot in front of you, and dump it back here. Dump the ball right there. Now, an amateur who would be here would want to be looking at that orange post or red post, whatever it is, and you go, whoops, pulled it. You go right there on it, get you down in there. You might make it, you never know.
Nice.
You hit it at a nice pace, boom. You can make it. But there's also some other ways of hitting it. You can hit it on the right-hand side, you can hit it right there and lay it up. That's a decent layup. You can also hit it on the inside there. You can hit it right there and it goes towards the hole. Can even give you a line. So now you can see I hit it right there and I've got a line to the hole. It's not big, it's small, but it gives me a shot at a 2 here. And one thing you can do is if you're a little bit gun shy, you can either come off the rail or you can try to hit it. I keep pushing it, but you can hit it like that, or you can just try to make it. It's hard to make. There we go.
Oh, nice.
It's very nice. I like it. So there's 3 different ways to kind of get it there that are pretty standard now. And so the easiest amateur shot is to just go through the dot, dump it in the back, and try to get a 2 by banking it off the pole or the post or the stanchion, whatever that is, right about there, going right at the hole. Don't want to pull it. You want to hit it. You don't want to go behind the gear. You want to hit that right about like there and hope you can get it to go. Don't put it up in there. You want to hit it off the post. That gives it a chance to go. You want to make a hole-in-one on this hole. There's a way to do it. This is a pro level shot. You want to hit somewhere in the middle here, a little more further than center. The idea is you're going to hit it here. It's going to hit this gear and it's going to pop it over. Not recommended, but some people will do it. You go just left of that dot and it'll pop it. If you hit it right. I can't quite hit it. Oh. You can see that worked. That worked. I'm getting better at it. There, I made it.
There it is.
So So
All right.
that's the
Lots of
idea on
options.
hole 8.
Cool.
Good luck with that. That's a difficult hole. Hole 9, you can put it in the top tubes, either one. I like to go to the second tube. I think it gives it the best chance to go in, and I'm looking, my aim point, there's a group of like dots right here. There's one dot here and one dot there. There's also a couple lines
yeah.
right there, and I'm looking through them, and I'm trying to go, that's a little too far right. You can see what happens. You want to go right through them,
Nice.
and you end up getting in there. Every once in a while, this will go in, not as much anymore. Oh, I think I got it.
Oh. Come back.
Oh, there it is.
Hey. Very nice.
So there you go. You can do that. You just dump it. About, you want to go like right through this group of stuff right here. So that is hole number 9. Once that goes in, we'll see. To dump it down here, there's a line right here. You kind of want to be a little more aggressive with this one and dump it through that line of stuff. If you don't make it, it's okay. It'll still make it down there. So that is probably your amateur shot right there. That might go right through that line down there, or right to the left of that line. Oh, you can see you get a lot of action this way. You don't necessarily make it. It's a little more difficult of a shot. Doesn't always go in. If you miss it, you want to miss it right. You can go this way and see what happens. Sometimes you can catch a line that way. Go through that. Oh. But my favorite on 9 is to just kind of go through this group of dots here, get it in that, and hope for the best.
Awesome.
Sometimes it goes in, every once in a while. Doesn't always go in. Hole number 10. On we go. Hole number 10 is fun. There's some options. For your amateur player, I think the best idea is when this is coming up, and it is about halfway up, you just dump it. It'll give you a line right in the middle. And as it's coming up, also when it's about halfway up, you chuck it, go that way. You can even make it. When it's halfway up, you're going to get a 3 this way. Some people will just do this anyway because this is a very volatile tee shot, and this can actually be made. The second shot can be made if you're really good at it. I'm trying to make it once, but it's difficult. Don't want to come up short. You can go a little high. That'll get it there too. You don't want to go low. You want to wait until it's about in the middle. Make sure you get there, you know. The higher up the platform is, the better chance you have of hitting the platform and getting the shot to go towards the hole. I like that. I might do that. But for those who have
Love taking risks.
the will to risk, the shot is dead center over maybe a millimeter right of center. Center will get you there on the corner of this, and it's a pace shot, and it can go in. A lot of people like to risk it because the hole-in-one can happen here. You go right over that corner.
Nice. There you go.
The idea is to hit it off this wall back here. Hit the green first, hit the wall. Let's try it one more time. Right through the corner. Off that, off the wall. Oh, almost made it. See how it can go in? Really close. That's short. You don't want to go short. See what happens when you go short? Let's go left and see what happens. Nothing good. Let's go right and see what happens. Nothing good. So you've got to go over the middle point. You got to be confident. You got to hit the green first. You hit that, boom, in the hole. That
So we
one went in.
have Maximus in the chat is asking if it has a chance to bounce out, and yes, it most
Oh,
definitely
absolutely.
does. So,
But
what
see
is
the
the
angle
pace
that I
on
hit it.
this, Fugo? If you're gonna go for this,
It's an eyeball to me. It's hard for me to say. Maybe a 6.
okay.
But see, you can see I go off just a little off the dead center. That was in the hole. I made that.
Yeah,
Boom.
Maximus Fugo is making
Your
this
idea.
very frequently, which is I don't think is common. He is just nailing it one after the other.
Let's try it one more time. That's a little right. You can see that hopped out. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go right. You want to go just a little bit left. You hit it on that, and then you can get it to go in quite often. Your idea is to hit it right here in this green. On this green, bank off the wall. Does a little quad bank. Let's try it one more time, see if we can get it one more time. Nope. We got it in there. It almost went in. It's tricky though. It's not for beginners. That shot is not a beginner shot. I can't stress to you enough that you really should take the long way if you are not really just going for the lowest score you can possibly get and taking some risk.
Yeah.
Hole number 11.
All right.
Love this hole. Seems easy.
Let me
Seems
catch
easy,
up
but
to
it's
you.
not.
There we go.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, hole number 11. The idea is to burn it either on the left or the right past this point. Right past the point on the right, and get the right pace. And if you can do that, you can make the shot. I didn't get it that time, but I'm getting close, you know. You can be safe with it. You can go a little out wide and be okay with it. What you don't want to do is then you get put in a bad spot. Bad spot right there. So you want to make sure you hit the right angle. Boom.
Nice.
And you put it in the hole. Here's where it is. It's not as close to it as it could possibly be. It's a little bit out at the right pace. Gives you a chance to make it. But let's hit it bad. Let's hit it bad once. Just once. Okay, you're trying to burn this thing and you don't get it. You end up, I'm trying to get, here we go. You end up down this thing. See the edge of the toolbox? The right edge of the toolbox?
Yep.
You just want to go right past it. Right past it. You can make this if you hit it just right. Toolbox is your aim point. Just got to get the pace right. Whoops. Not a lot of risk with it. There it is.
Awesome.
That'll do that one.
Right.
Hole number 12. Okay, there's a trick to this hole. There's 2 dots on the front ramp in front of you. Whether you're a pro or you're an elite player, the idea is as it swings right and it comes back left, as the middle dot comes through, you hit it. Make sure you hit it over that dot. You hit it right over the dot. And you got a chance to make it if you can do that. You can hit it harder to try to get it to come off the back and go in. Very difficult hole in one. The harder you hit it, it can come off the back and give it a shot to go in. Almost got it. Let's give it a real good college try here. That's better. You don't want to come too far. You can see it can get trapped under the bridge. You hit it too hard. So your idea is just to look at that dot. Here comes my dot. I'm going to hit that sucker. We'll pop it, and hopefully it comes back to the hole. Oh, I almost made it. That's the key to that hole. Pretty simple. It's a timing, and that's the timing. So hole number 13, love this hole. It's got a couple of different angles. The most popular angle is to burn it just on the rail on the right. Hit it with nice pace, but not too much. You got yourself a nice little 2 there. You can, the further right you're willing to go, you can see what happens if you go too far right. Further right, and the more aggressive you can get, the better chance it has to go in. That probably would have went. You can see it's not a hard shot. Don't want to hit the right. You want to make sure you don't do that. That right. That was luck. You want to hit it right, but not hit the rail. Hit it right, but not hit the rail.
And the pace on this is not going to be as hard as you think. I tend to overhit it and just
No, it's about
fly it
a
out.
4.
Yep.
It's about a 4 or a 5. It's a mid-range shot. There is a hole-in-one from the left. The hole-in-one on the left is these 2 dots right here. 1 putter length, 1 putter head away. It's right here.
All right.
Let's see if I can make it. It's difficult, but it goes in so much more often. Hit it harder. Let me try to hit it harder here. See, if you hit it harder, you can get yourself in trouble. But if you just guide yourself,
Nice. Awesome.
there it is. Right there. On to hole 14. We're making some progress. So there's a couple ideas. I think if you're an amateur player, the double bank is your best option. And it's right along the first notch here. The idea is you've got more that can go right here. You want to keep it. It gives you more leeway. See how hard I was able to hit that without it coming off the back? You can be aggressive. You can make it. Go in. It's just more likely to make it, right? Up there. I don't even hit that shot, and I felt like it was fairly successful.
Yeah.
Give me just 1 second here. Gotta plug in here for just a second. Okay. But some people are more pace players, and if you're kind of like a pace player, I'd just go right at the hole. I think the best way to make it is to just hit it straight. It's a straight putt. It's all about pace, and you just hit the pace hard, a little harder than what you normally would. You can see this is your normal dead hole weight. Doesn't get it there. You got to go a little harder. Got to go a little harder. That's too hard. You can see how there's not much variance there. You got to basically hit it right, or it's not going to go. I like just kind of going at the hole, but you can see you got to be a pretty skilled player. You can burn it past really easy. You can hit the hole. Let me try to make one. See what happens when you get cute with it? Tends to not want to go. You can push it. You can not even think about it and just try to do this as a pace shot. Try to memorize the swing of the pace. Try to get yourself up on that thing. But I really think the best tournament shot is to go left.
That's so you're
Go
hitting
left.
it
You can be-
right when the rug starts.
You can be aggressive right
Yep.
on the first time. You can be pretty aggressive. It's a close aim spot. And it's going to let you fan it out a little more. See how it's giving you more leeway?
And if
You
you
make it
overhit it
and go in.
you know, you come down the other side, you're really just doing exactly the same approach.
See, I've
but
made
from
it.
this end.
Now that I've got it honed in, look, I've made it 3 or 4 times in a row.
Nice. Yep.
Oh, anyway, that's pretty close. So let's move on to hole number 15. So hole number 15 is
Oh, uh-oh. I lost you, Fugo. Oh, I wonder his battery might have died. Let's see. Oh, he's back.
All
All
right.
right, we got him.
Sorry, I just had to plug in.
You're good.
We got a little longer. So on this one, I like to push the ball a little bit right or left to keep it from hitting the middle holes. I try to look at the number 1, whether you're a pro or whatever. If you want to go for it, I hit it a little hard that time, a little long, but I got a 2. That's not bad. I go a little bit right of center, and I tend to get a little bit better outcome. There's the 1. That's a little too much. There's a little dot like right here. I try to hit it over it. Just boom.
Let's see. Which
Tends
dot are
to
you
give
going
me
for?
a 2 no matter what. It's like right here, right in
Oh,
this
yeah.
area.
Okay.
And it goes a little bit right of center. You want to make sure you get a 2 and hope you get a 3, right? Hope you get lucky and get that pace right. Don't get it in 3. See, that's hard, and that's going to go off the back probably. See how tricky that is? Now this one will probably be a 1. See? See how similar those paces are?
Yep.
But there's a trick. If you're an amateur player and you don't want to get a bogey on this hole, you want to lay it up.
Hey. Yep.
Just lay it up right there. This is a fast green, so all you're doing is looking at that red stripe, the first hole's red stripe. You're trying to dead weight it to it. You're going to get out of here with a par because it's a par 2. See how easy it might be to hit it off the back? You just want to give it a little touch. Doesn't take much.
Right.
There's your strategies for 15. Moving on to 16. If you're an amateur player, you're going to see a lot of trick shots on here. But your best bet is to just kind of, you don't want to hit any of the orange. You want to roll it off the stairs right about here. Whoops. I want to roll it off the, nope. Roll it off the stair. Goes right here. In the back.
Okay.
But you're not getting worse than a 3 on this hole. You just chuck it down, get your 3, get out of here. You can also get a line a lot of the times, which I like to try to do by just kind of floating it. I float it as right as I possibly can, try to hit the stair, and it either comes off or it doesn't. If it doesn't, I hit it off the back about a putter head away from the right rivet on the wall. I'm burning right past the screen post. I'm going to hit it right there, and it's going to go in most of the time, sometimes. Just right off that. If you hit it hard enough, it'll go. And give it close. Pushing it a little bit, but it's getting close, you know. That might be it. There we go. So that can happen. Another shot is in between this post and this shadow on the left, right past the shadow. You hit it pretty hard. You got to hit it harder than what I just hit it. You can come down and end up there, which gives you a line for 2. Got to be careful with the pace and work on the pace of that. Gives you a line. And then there's this crazy shot. It's right off about the second time, right before that dot. You hit it like that, and it pops through the fence if you hit it just right. You can see how hard it is. It doesn't really want to work for me.
Jeez.
I haven't been able to make it yet. But it can pop through there. There it is.
Hey. Wow.
That. But see, even that.
Doesn't seem worth it.
I'm not very good at that shot. But if you're looking for you're looking for the unicorn. I don't even think this hole is a unicorn. I think somebody's actually made this before. Believe
Yeah,
it or
that's a
not.
little crazy. Yep.
So that's how that hole's played. It's very difficult. A 3 on that hole is more than satisfactory, and there's an easy way to get a 3. So I think I'll be going that way. Hole 17.
All right.
Whether you're a pro and amateur, you want to hit it just past this tine, right where this post meets. Gives you a really good angle at the hole. It's all about pace. Get you over there.
And this is pretty hard. Oh, there
Boom.
you go. This is a pretty hard shot, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You want to just clear that. That was actually perfect. I'm not going to hit another one
Beautiful.
because that one looked really good. It's right where that post meets.
What is,
Practice
a
that.
lot of people I know kind of get stuck in here, including myself many times. What is, if you kind
Oh,
of get
okay. Most
the
people
second or third
are going to
and
get
the first
stuck.
one.
Most people are going to get stuck somewhere right in through here. The idea is you see this dot up on the wall. You want to burn just to the left of that dot. It doesn't look right, and then the pace has got to be just right. But you got to do that. See here, that was a little too much pace. Let's see here. See how the line changes with the pace?
Mm-hmm.
So if you just get the right,
There you go. Yep.
just get the right amount of pace. That was a little push. It's just above the dot, just a little left. There we go.
Awesome. This is a fun shot.
That's
Yeah,
maybe
I love taking that. I love this hole.
So it's pace determinant, but
Yeah.
this one, see these dots right here in front of you? There's a dot right on front of this. If you want the standard shot, you hit it just to the left of that dot, and you want it to just hit that slope right there. That's perfect.
Nice.
That's exactly what you want to do
Yep.
on the hole. The slope takes the pace out. It goes right through the tines there, or the supports. You hit it on that slope, it clears that, and off you are. You've got that's almost about as good of a shot as you can get here on the standard line. And then you're shooting it too. But let's talk about some of the variables that you can do. One of the funnest ones is to wait until this balloon's gone and hit it just in the center of the left rudder of the blimp. Now it's going to hit over here. Oh,
shoot.
It's hard to do. I'm not very good at it, but let's see if I can get it. Can't quite get it to where I want.
Huh. I've never seen
It can
this
get really
before.
close to the hole if you hit it. If you hit it just right. You got to hit it up on the rudder. And it comes over here and hits off of this, and it can go right towards the hole if you hit it right. Whoops. You want to hit it near the top. And then it comes over that way. Some people like it. I'm not a big fan of it. But it can be a decent shot, safer shot. You can also go off the right rudder. Whoops.
Yep. Jen's gone. Well, we got one hole. Maybe it won't be glitchy, but I can't see you right now. Let's see.
But there's the rudder shot. There's the right rudder shot. It's difficult. You got to hit it just right, but it'll send you towards the hole. You can also just go right at it too. You can just go and hit it right of the dot and just go right at the hole.
Nice.
Just go right at it. Right over that rail. Look, I hit the rail and it's going right at the hole.
All right. Well, I think
So
with Jen
those-
gone, we're getting a little glitchy now.
All right. Well,
this
thank
might
you
be
very much. I
perfect
hope this helps
timing.
everyone. Good luck on the weekly.
Yes, I know. I
Hope
will
I could
probably be
help.
jumping in tonight and practicing. And thank you so much, Fugo.
You have no problem.
And good
You guys
luck,
have a good one.
everybody,
Good
this
luck,
weekend.
everyone. Yep.
Good night.
Aloha.